Welcome to the NCAA College Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. 75-degree cloudy afternoon in College Station, Texas. Away we go for game one of this incredible regional. Grambling is in town, the SWAC champions, getting set to battle the Texas A&M Aggies, the number 3 national seed. Beautiful afternoon for college baseball underway through the middle for a base hit. Good start for the Tigers. Nice flooding in some spots. It was coming down pretty hard, but the good news is the rest of the day looks pretty good. Served into right center field. That will get down, and back-to-back hits for Grambling to start things off here at Olson Field at Bluebell Park.
Just laying off of some tough pitches.
Good eyes so far, and Buford swings right through it. First strikeout for Jones, and a big first. Swung on and hit weakly towards first. Covering will be Jones for out number 2. A productive out with Grambling now having 2 base runners in scoring position. Chopped over to second. Chestnut fields and fires for out number 3. Grambling State strands a pair. A nice play.
You know, it's probably the first time that you'll see a guy like Mason Martinez in this type of position and with this type of atmosphere. So you got to find a way to calm those nerves down and just get back to.
First to get off to a good start. Runner goes, and the throw inside and low, and a stolen base for Grahovac. Second of the season, just his third. Full count, out of the zone, and back-to-back walks issued by Mason Martinez. Well, the discipline at the plate so far for the Aggies has been exactly what our head ball coach wanted. Drifted back into the outfield grass. It's Laviolette. Driven, stopped by Walker. The force at second, and then getting down to first in time, hustling, was Montgomery. How about that play? He just stabbed it out of the air. Kovac and Laviolette. Cut on and miss, and Martinez battles back. Is okay this afternoon. Cut on and miss. Second strikeout for Tanner Jones, who now has sent down 4 straight.
Yeah, and then in our conference championship, and
lined into right field. That'll get down for a hit. A 1-out single for Smiley. Trots in at first.
A lot of times you'll see guys that are just overpowering.
And he stuff was straight filth in college.
Yes.
And in the bigs. Ripped into right field for a hit. Smiley had to wait on it. A big turn at second. Montgomery up with it quickly in right field, and Grambling back in business. And now back in double play position. Thomas bunts it right back to the mound. And a good clean play by Jones. Advancing to second.
Field that ball. That way your base runner on third can decide to go home.
Oh, and they picked him off at third. They picked him off at third. Smiley had drifted too far down the line. Jones sent it over to Grahovac.
Prioritize, right? The off speed, the secondary stuff. If he's throwing strikes with that, then he's going to have a lot of success.
Chopped over to third, under the glove of Buford into left field. Digging for second is Burton. Throw comes in late. Shot hitting .323 off the glove of the pitcher Martinez. Everybody's safe. Vargas came away with it. By that time, shot was already touching the bag at first. Swatted into left field. Texas A&M out in front for the first time. Stomping home plate is Ted Burton. Advancing to second is shot. A single and an RBI for Camarillo. Shot at first, Camarillo at first rather, and now shot trots to third. Bases loaded. Third walk issued by Martinez. And an enormous moment coming up for the Aggies.
Maximizing damage.
Off the dirt, towards the backstop. Another run scores for the Aggies. Shot slides in safely.
Oh.
Full count pitch again from Martinez. Nowhere close to the backstop. Another run will score. And the Aggies with runners at first and third on the walk issued to Chestnut. And he's going to race into second. Beat Arkansas. Run rule victory late. 12th man walks it off late. Pretty special. Grahovac strikes out. It'll be the second strikeout for. Served to second. Walker fields and fires. It'll score a run and a nice play by Inman at first. Aggies tack on another. It's 4-0.
We'll give credit to Laviolette.
It's got to be expensive. Good catch by our crew. Into left field. Montgomery aboard. And with 2 outs, the Aggies are not done yet here in the second.
Into a regional like this, especially after struggling a little bit the last couple of weeks.
5th run of the frame. Chestnut comes home. Think about his aggressive nature on the base paths. Another pitch to the backstop. Montgomery takes second. 5-run second inning so far. Jackson Appel. Throw back to second. Karams into center field. And a 4-pitch walk issued to Appel. Runner goes. And it'll be cut off by Vargas at short to prevent the run from scoring with Braden Montgomery. Every Aggie has already reached safely. And the 2-2 into right center field. That's going to score 2 more. 2 hits in the inning for Ted Burton. It's 7-0 Texas A&M.
I mean,
runner goes again. Cut on and miss for the strikeout. Javier Martinez comes in out of the bullpen. Locks him down, but the chance to attempt a comeback, right?
Yeah, Coach Schlossnagel was just talking about keeping guys off balance, right? Using the fastball up in the zone just like right there, but also when he's going to the secondary stuff, make sure.
Baseman sets up in the back of that box again. Hammers this one straight up in the air. And a pop-up towards shallow left center. Camarillo, crowd number 2. For that 6'3" frame. Shade under 200 pounds, low and away. And the first walk issued by Tanner Jones. That'll extend the 3rd inning. Coach Davin Pierre. Little inside-out swing. That'll get through into left field. 5th hit for the Tigers. Runners now at first and second. Mid-80s. By the time this ball game's over.
Well, anything you say about the weather, I don't doubt it.
Punch out recorded, the 4th strikeout for Tanner Jones. Dating back 3 seasons ago. Fly ball straightaway center. Deepest part of the park. Tracking is Thomas. And Martavius records the first out. Where does it go for somebody that doesn't have one?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Lined out to left field, and how about Borum? And he's coming back, I would argue, with something to prove. Breaking ball, tapped to third. Buford fields and fires. And a 1-2-3 frame. Field wall, 2 engines for those counting at home. This one ripped into left field, and a base hit for the Tigers. All 4 innings that just kind of ran over everybody there. Here's Smiley, runs into one into left field. So every inning, Grambling now with multiple base runners. Nobody out. Full count, this one chopped in fair territory. The only play will be at first. A productive out for Grambling's Jose Vargas. Tigers trying to chip away at this 7-run deficit. And now Grambling with the bases loaded. A great take by Thomas. And that brings us back to the top of the order.
Well, if you're a Grambling supporter, you've got to love the at-bats you've seen so far in this 4th inning, right, guys?
And the punch out on the outside corner, right on the black for Rudis. Kyle Walker batting in the 2-hole again. Lines this one to straightaway center. Laviolette had him played perfectly. Side retired. Grambling leaves them loaded, and a 7-0 lead for the Aggies. Into left field. First hit of the postseason for the SEC Freshman of the Year. Aggies 19-11 in SEC play. Runner goes, and without a toss, another stolen base for the Aggies, and that'll be the second of this ball game. Laviolette aboard. First walk issued by Javier Martinez. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 4th.
Understanding his swing that much more and what he's looking for.
Ripped into right field, and that did smack Grahovac as he tried to get to second. And the Aggies a bit unfortunate there. That'll be the first out of the inning. And here's Jackson Appel. Slicing towards left fielder Tiger Borum with the second out. 3-2 again, hammered into left field. That's going to score one more. The throw comes back into second. And safe is Montgomery, but the new score of 8-0. A single in the RBI for Ted Burton. That's his 3rd of the game. Martinez a strike away from getting out of this mess. And he will get it there with a fist pump off the mound. Shot strikes out. Aggies add a run. Buford puts a charge into this one towards right center. Laviolette tracking. Runes, Berkey, Chris Budden, they can't participate in our little brisket thing. How about that play? Rudis treating the opposition the way that he wants there. Payoff pitch, low and away, and a good take by Ashton Inman. And with 2 outs, the inning continues for Grambling.
Momentum and that energy throughout the rest of the game.
Popped up shallow right field. Who wants it? Chestnut retires the side. Grambling now 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, trailing 8-0. Last Monday. Line to straightaway center. Thomas retreating. And he snow cones it for the first out. Both played in the majors. We mentioned his dad was a late round draft pick in 1990. And that one right off the backside. And Sorrell reaches after being hit by the pitch. Coach Loss did say something interesting in our conversations this week regards to this team as a runner goes. And no throw is made, a stolen base. I think there's a deeper connection that he really likes that maybe is yet to be fully unveiled. Runner goes again. Swung on and missed. The throw to third not in time. And the 3-2 on the outside corner strikes him out. A big call there as Chestnut trots back to the dugout. A lot of cranes, a lot of scaffolding around as everybody continues in this arms race. Big strikeout for Martinez. That retires the side. Smiley strikes out. And a good appearance for Weston Moss initially out of the bullpen. Defense today and up to bat, but this time quickly retired by Moss. Your way so far against the SWAC champions. That one too far inside. Inning continues. Thomas is aboard.
The luxury for Schlossnagle, too, is the bull. Under certain improvements, he can now bring that to the collegiate level.
That toss gets away, and racing in to second will be Thomas.
And I think that is in.
Chopped over to first, and let's see if Moss can get there in time. He can. Grambling strands a runner. Bottom of the sixth coming up. It is all Aggies. 8-0 our score.
Think about catch probability, all those things.
Catch probability. My head is exploding. That ball sent straight up into the air. Fair territory for the moment. Now into foul territory, almost on top of first base. And Inman had to go along. And he was the one that torched the Aggies, ironically, a year ago in postseason play. It was 7 hits in 3 games. Another knock here for Montgomery, who figured 2 of the first 3 innings today. This one golfed by Appel. Sky high, battling that sunshine. And Kyle Walker reaches back for the second out. For Ted Burton. Runner with a head start. Burton, another charge. And the catch made by Thomas in a full sprint. Almost made that look easy. A nice play again for the Grambling outfield. I mean, that was 77. It felt like it took an eternity across home plate with what we've seen previously. And down goes Walker.
Hit homers and throw 100 miles an hour. Can't help but think how special he'll be at the next level as well.
Buford flies out just short of regional. That game just went final. Hot shot into right center and just past Bell at second. Fans on their feet, a ball and 2 strikes. Stretch time, Olsen Field at Bluebell Park, and some 7,034 fans in. Multiple stops, multiple schools. And shot strikes out. Good start for Newman coming out of the Grambling bullpen. Things start to get back to normal in terms of, you have guys that have been playing college sports for 9 seasons, like what we see in football.
Right.
Slapped into right field. You're from San Diego. Oh, he's cool. Runner goes. Throw to second. It was a strike, but not in time. 9 stolen bags on this season, and a perfect 9 for 9. Between a handful of relievers, got a shutout going. And Sorrell retired on the strikeout. That's 2 in the frame for Newman.
I think
legally downloaded, of course.
Definitely illegal.
2-2. Ball get away from Smiley. And that's just enough time. Camarillo to get down to third. I have 40,000 songs on my iPhone now. And the punch out retires the side. And Pierre. That one ripped fair, and a great play over at first. Ted Burton, he has done it all today for the Aggies.
Give the first baseman some credit, being able to.
The regular season in basketball at times. A small taste if those 2 teams meet tomorrow or Sunday or even Monday of what's to come with one of the great rivalries in all of. I mean, they don't like each other. Hit sharply. The hole is short. Lead runner with a force out in the turn. Bit late with a toss for Chestnut. Check that bell.
And into the next game, right? You want to continue to take some good swings, good at bats, be aggressive.
Runner goes. Speaking of, pitch in the dirt.
Because whatever you can do into that next game.
Thomas steals second. Knock into right field. Pierre's going to wave around the base runner initially, and then putting on the brakes quickly is Thomas. And the shutout remains complete for the time being, but Grambling with runners at the corners. It's on Tennessee, also SEC clubs. Belted to left field, but right at Sorrell. Grambling strands a pair. The shutout remains intact. Atmosphere, and they're going to feed you on air. Brisket, churros. Fly ball to center. Thomas underneath. One away. And a breaking ball is served to center. Thomas 2 steps back, 3 ahead to record the second out. Coach Pierre said he believes Buford will have a chance make it to the bigs one day. Fly ball lifted to left. And Borom.
Whatever it may be, your focus and priority is to make sure you're hitting that strike zone with consistency, and that's what their guys have done.
Haven't seen a ton of Armstrong this year. He's been on point today, and back-to-back strikeouts. Back to Armstrong. He'll knock it down. The barehanded toss. 8-0 the final. The 11th shutout of the season for Texas A&M. The most in Division I baseball, and a great start, more importantly, in postseason play for the fighting Texas Ags.
Well, we talked about setting the tone the right way, and that's exactly how you do it, right? You shut out the opposing team. You do a nice job of throwing the baseball, not giving up freebies, and guys swinging the bats early. Second inning, jumping on them with that 7-run inning.